Welcome back everyone to a new video, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at how I beat Liberty Falls Easter egg. Wait, what's this? Yeah? Okay. Sorry for that, I've just been informed that we won't be only looking at how I beat Liberty Falls Easter egg, but the terminus one as well. Yep, you heard me. In today's video we'll be taking a look at how I beat both Easter eggs, but wait, that's not where it ends. As well as doing the Easter eggs, we will be doing them in a way we get to unlock 2 special calling cards, but we'll get to them when the time comes. So to start off, we'll be taking a look at the one that I would consider the easiest out of the 2, being Liberty Falls. As it's a smaller map, it takes a lot less time to do, and trust me on that one, we will soon see what I mean by that. So as soon as we start, we'll be turning on Rampage Inducer, as we want to do this Easter egg quicker than 30 minutes. But starkly, why do you need to do it less than 30 minutes? Well, loyal viewer, I will tell you. If you didn't know, one of the 2 special calling cards we are aiming to get requires me to beat Liberty Falls Easter egg quicker than 30 minutes to unlock it. So that's why we need Rampage Inducer. And for all those who know a little bit about the speedruns of this Easter egg, don't get your hopes up, as we are going to do this without any glitches like the canister duplication, Etherella during the boss fight, or teleporting to the bowling alley side Easter egg while the boss fight is active. This is for those who want to do this and don't want to learn any of those glitches. So after turning on Rampage Inducer, we run down to the vending machine and punching it to try and get some good loot, like the ray gun or perks, but sadly I'm not that lucky, so I just get 100 points. So what I usually do to do this fast is to stay in the spawn area and get as many kills as fast as possible and gain loads of points, hoping for a double point, and thankfully on round 5 I get exactly that. So this is the moment where I gain most of my points that I'll need, and would you look at that, I even get a nuke at the end for an extra 800 points, and with that I end round 5 with 11,000 points, where I then start round 6 on a vermin round, where I run up to the jet gun crafting table door and get some extra kills for some more extra points. And now off to start the Easter egg, and first I need to get the jet gun, so I get to doing that first by opening up and getting the valve at the flower shop, where I then go straight to the bowling alley, not before buying jug. A little waste of points, yes, but I like to get it to be on the safe side. And after placing the valve, I start by getting the water pressure up, and I wait until I get it all the way filled to get the gauge, where I then go and get some more points just before opening up Pack-a-Punch and packing my pistols, which aren't necessary for the boss fight, but I do think they are OP, and I would highly recommend them if you have them unlocked. And after papping the pistols, I go to the cemetery and wait to get the key from the groundskeeper, where after I get it, I quickly go and grab the next part in the shed, where I then have enough salvage to grab the wires by the store next to Quick Revive using the Mangler's Cannon, and with all 3 parts I run to the crafting table and get it built, and that's step 1 of the Easter egg. With the jet gun built, now I can go and grab 3 parts to craft the LTG, which is step 2. So I grab the first one above Quick Revive, the second one I grab from this window, and before the final one I quickly grab PhD, and then I grab the last one at the top of the balcony inside the church after turning on the device in the church. With all 3 parts I quickly craft it, and now I start the canister step, where I quickly place the canister at one of the trap places, and when we place the LTG at the first purple lightning at the cemetery, where we then start the defense round. Once complete, a special abomination will spawn, which we must take down next to the canister with the trap on and killing him, capturing his essence, where we then have to take it back to the church, where we'll then receive a tuning device to go around the map and tune 3 radar thingies located near PhD, Quick Revive, and the shed. And here on screen is the colours you need to set each one depending on the tuning device. Green is red is green, and yellow is yellow. And once all of them are tuned properly, another canister is opened at spawn. So we place that near the trap and place the LTG at the next purple lightning, and while it's doing, I quickly go and grab Quick Revive. And once done, we get a special mangler to spawn in, and we do the exact same thing with the special abomination, where we kill it near the canister and then take it to the church. And the next step is nope, that's it. That's all we need. All we need to do now is prepare for the boss fight. So I take the risky strat of waiting a few extra rounds here next to PhD, where there are some fast spawns to farm points and salvage to upgrade my pistols, buy speed cola, and buy a mutant injector to use for the boss fight. And we go into the boss fight with around 8 minutes to be able to do this, to be able to complete it in less than 30 minutes. So if you've ever done this boss fight, there are 3 phases. Phase 1 is killing some normal manglers, where we just use the jet gun as much as possible until the manglers spawn, then we use the pistols with napalm burst to absolutely destroy them, and then we wait and keep killing for a second phase to start, where the special mangler appears. You can use Aether Shroud to kill them, but I like Frenzy Guard as he will continue to target me while being practically invincible. And once he is dead, we keep killing zombies until the 3rd and final phase begins, being the special abomination, where we pop the mutant injector and hit him in the face, and once completed you get a load of goodies. The higher the round you do it, the better they are, and I decide to wait a few extra rounds to exfil to end with some style points. And with that we get to the 2 calling cards, the first one for completing Liberty Falls Easter egg, and the second one for doing it in less than 30 minutes. So now we can move over to the terminus Easter egg, and boy oh boy did this one play completely the opposite to the other one. Instead of getting it done in 30 minutes, it took a lot longer, around 2 hours. Now you're already asking, was it that hard? Is it super long to do? And my response to that is, no. The reason it took me that long to do the Easter egg was for a special calling card you get for beating the boss fight after round 50. Yeah. I'm here for the long run, I guess. So let's stop yapping and let's start playing, where you see me starting by doing the first amp generator. Once I've got it done, you'll see me hitting the Gubblegum machine, and let me tell you why. So a big part of this Easter egg is getting the Wonder Weapon, and I'm gonna be honest, I was lazy. Even though I knew the steps weren't that hard, but I still decided to use my 3 Wonder Bar Gubblegums and Crate Power to try and get it and upgrade it in one fell swoop. Call me a cheat, a hack, or whatever. My vid, my rules. And then I make my way down to the second amp generator and get that done. Once done, I do decide to use my first Wonder Bar, and I get the ray gun! Damn it! Well, that's fine. It was 50-50 anyway, so I then make my way down and turn on the third and final amp generator, where I then pack my shotgun to then go to the basketball side Easter egg, where if you shoot a basketball on top of a roof and it lands in the hoop, you get 2,000 points. But because I did this pre-patch, when shooting it with a PAP shotgun, it actually gives you 16,000 points. And with the double points, to gain 32, yes, 32,000 points. I am rich now. So rich. And with those points, I buy Jug and use my second Wonder Bar Gubblegum on round 9. Now, I can't fail another 50-50, right? So I hit the box and the ray gun again? No! I've only got like one more, which I get on round 12, where I make my way to the box, not before grabbing Deadshot and Speed Cola, and this is it. I either get it, or it's time to do the steps to craft it. So I hope, and I pray, and yes! Now with this in hand, we can move on to the next step, which is the tentacle monsters, where we need to shoot them in the face with the laser for them to drop a part we need to give to Peck. Now, who's the wise guy who didn't want to tell me that the part is randomized in which tentacle trap it can be in? Because I was on this step for so goddamn long, going back and forth between the 2 tentacle traps at the biolab before realizing, wait a minute, isn't there a tentacle trap next to Jug? Let's go and try it out, and there it was. It only took like 30 minutes and all my points. What? I had like 32,000 points. How am I at 2k? Inflation be real, man. Can't get anything done in this economy, I swear. So off we go and give it to Peck, where we then move on to our next step, where we need to find 3 numbers to introduce here. The first one we can find near Quick Revive on the clock, the number being the hour hand. The second being a playing card right here, and the final one being the sign here next to the grafting bench. Once we got these numbers, we place them in and switch on the canisters. And this will start a lockdown sequence where we need to kill Nathan. Poor Nathan. But at the same time, screw Nathan. Because, oh my god, is he a bullet sponge? But once dead, we need to drop down in the water and grab another part and take it to these computers, where it tells us we need to fix a connection. So off we go on a journey as a newly appointed electrician, ready to fix some tubes. So we find these tubes at the bottom of the ship, where once picked up, they will start a lockdown sequence, and once finished we can take the tubes and fix them at different locations, mine being Crab Island and the docks. Once the connection has been reconnected, we wait for Peck to give us a laptop, and off we are finding the buoys in our boat to reconnect. This is on a timer, so you better be quick. And honestly, normally Mr. Tentacle is here to be a nuisance, but he didn't even spawn for me when doing this step, so anyway. After finishing all buoys, the bomb diffuser step is now active, where we have to make our way back to the biolab and defuse 3 canisters. And honestly, with monkeys and Aether Shroud, it's simple as it can be. And that's it. We are now ready for the boss fight. But not quite, because we still have to wait until we are round 51. So off to the island where I like to be, and you will know this if you watched the 231 video, linked in the description, or click the iCard to go and watch it when you're done here. And boom! Round 50, baby, where we get a max ammo round. So we go to the door where you start the boss fight and kill the last zombie in case we die or lose connection. And so it places us right outside the boss fight and we can try it again. And you might call it a bit cheaty, but after the round 231 incident and I still didn't have my internet, I wanted to be on the safe side in case something went wrong. And you'll soon see what I mean by that. So in I go. And honestly, the boss fight was so fun to do. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think they patched one of the steps, making my run a lot easier when it comes to shooting his tentacles. But either way, I think this is challenging enough and at the same time easy to understand, make it one of the funnest Easter eggs I've done in a while. My first pick is going to have to be Zombies in Spaceland Easter egg. I thought that one was super cool. You'll see that one soon as well. And in general, I thought this was a great Easter egg quest with a nice boss fight. It is a little longer, mainly because of the size of the map and because I went for like the round 51 Dark Ops challenge. But once defeated, I get these 2 calling cards, the Dark Ops one being my favourite one out of all of them. And with that... Wait, what? I disconnected after the boss fight? Who would have thought that? Yeah, it seems my intuition was on point because right after finishing the boss fight, where I decided I wanted to exfil, I get kicked because of internet problems. So what do? I mean, I finished the boss fight, but I have it saved before the boss fight. Well guys, I guess you know what time it is.
You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
And with that, we have come to the end of the video. What an action-packed one, if I do say so myself. Doing 2 Easter eggs and technically 3 boss fights, but I had a lot of fun doing them, and I do think the Easter egg quests on both maps were really short, maybe even too short, but I still enjoyed them and love to see what Easter eggs we get with the upcoming Season 1 map. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!